thanks to the support as a channel member, Captain Fighting Peacock. Well, I thought we'd had a pretty good start to the season until we saw at the end of the last episode just how relentless Vissel Kobe have been. Guess we should probably play them today, shouldn't we, and sort them out. But we won't be playing them straight away because we've got a few matches to get through first. We will do this one against Kyoto Sanga. We'll play that just to get a feel for the new team. You haven't actually seen the new boys play yet, and we're already a chunk of matches into the season. But then second match today will be Vissel Kobe away from home. Hopefully by then someone else will have beaten them as well, because going to their place when they're relentlessly winning does not sound like my idea of fun. All that's happened since the last episode is we won a cup game. It was a cup game that we won against the one team that's beaten us in the league as well, and we beat them pretty comfortably with a returning Ryan Yoshino, who we had sent out on loan. We actually recalled him from his loan because of injuries, and he scored twice in that match from defensive midfield. So maybe he's quite good. If you remember, he's the guy who I started in my first match in charge and then made the scapegoat and loaned him out twice. But maybe he is as good as past Kev thought he was. But first up, before we worry about any of that, let's play Kyoto Sanga. And I suppose we should have a look at their stadium, shouldn't we? Kyoto, definitely a part of Japan that I've heard of, but probably couldn't pick out on a map. There it is. Where is it in relation to Tokyo? Quite far away. Oh, it's near us though. There we are, down in Osaka. Kyoto's up there. So not a million miles away. I've lost the stadium. I've zoomed in and out too many times and lost the stadium. Can we find the stadium again? It's all the way over there. It's miles away. Let's have a look at it on the aerial view. It's a shiny new look one. Are they solar panels on the roof, or is it not got a roof? I think that's covered in solar panels, which is very environmentally conscious. Let's have a look at the local market. Yeah, brilliant. I mean, one day, let's try another one of these ones that's supposedly on the... Brilliant. I don't know why I bother. This one, are you on the pitch? Hey, we've made it in. So yeah, it does have a roof, so they must be solar panels up there. Oh, actually, no, it's a see-through roof. It's neither of the options I presented you with. I love the colour of the seats. Beautiful. Purple and yellow. What a colour scheme. This is basically... Are they sponsored by Football Manager? This is like the FM21 colour scheme. They've got some kind of situation going on here, presumably welcoming me to the ground. But this is all very, very nice. I could get comfortable in a place like this. I just love the colour scheme. The numbers on the seats seem unnecessarily confusing. That's seat 56, 13, 16. I mean, I don't know. And as far as the team goes, they are 11th in the league currently. Pre-season, the media was expecting them to be right up there with us, above us, potentially. I mean, they're another team that are going to be in the Champions League when it kicks off again. By the way, Solano now considered the best player in the league, which is jolly nice to see. Do any of these best players play for Kyoto? I think they're mostly shared between us and Vissel Kobe. Yeah, they don't have any of the best players in the league, apparently. It's like us last year, and we won the league, so don't read too much into that. But this is our 11. The first time you've seen this combination of boys play together. So it's Uemura in goal. A back four of new boy and, again, one of the best players in the league, Farias. Aprile, my 6'4" Brazilian who's already got 4 goals this season. Takasu, the only survivor from last season's back four. And Matsuyama. Yoshinaga is now firmly embedded as our defensive midfielder with Solano and Hidaka ahead of him. Yano has been injured, which is why he's not currently in the team. I'm going to have some decisions to make when Yano's fit again. Nice problem to have. We've then got Skunas on the left, Yepes on the right, and Meta starts up front today as I try and work out who my best striker is. Meta has got a little bit of a hissy fit about wanting more game time. Okada, original Okada, because we've obviously got new Okada as well. Original Okada has scored 6 goals for us already this season, so he's probably going to win the ongoing battle for our number 9 shirt. But Meta's the one who's actually got it as his squad number, and this is only, I think, his second start of the season. So I'm hoping to get a performance out of him today. I would hate to think I've broken Meta, especially now we've got a much higher caliber of winger providing him with opportunities. There is one of those wingers, plays it back to Matsuyama. Yoshinaga, Farias shoots from range, and I think that took a deflection. Did it take a deflection? It did take a deflection, so we've got a corner. and a chance for Aprile to show you just how dominant he can be in the air. Don't be messing around with the short corner here, boys. There is Aprile, but unfortunately, he can't make a proper contact with it, and it falls to Skunas, who's actually keeping the move going, but then decides to hand it off to a retreating centre-back, and that is never a way to go around getting a goal. By the way, did I introduce you to Jake Ziada, my new assistant manager? My original assistant manager went off to go and manage someone over the course of the transfer special. I don't think I mentioned it in the video, but Jake's in. He's Australian, so there's actually finally somebody at the club who I can communicate with, not in broken Japanese. The only problem is neither of us can communicate with the players, which we're not going to worry too much about that. Have I just noticed they've got Shuto Machino? Oh, no, not Shuto Machino. If you watched my first version of a Pentagon last year, you'll remember Shuto Machino is the guy who came into my Shimizu S-Pulse team and was a star. Single-handedly won us the Champions League with Shimizu. I did look at signing him in the summer because I remembered how good he was, but he's 34 now, so I was just like, why bother? I'll sign another Okada instead. I guess that's why you bother, because even at 34, the man's called Shuto Machino. He is born to be a goal scorer, and demonstrating it again there to my immense frustration, because we had started as the better team, but we've now let these rascals back into this. And the last thing we want today with 2 big away games is 2 defeats in the episode, because that does make things that bit more challenging for us. Although obviously in reality, we just need to keep qualifying for the Champions League now. We've won the Japanese league. We never needed to win it in the first place, but we've now won it. We've proven we can. Our full focus now is on the Asian Champions League. We don't need to win the league again. We can just make sure we keep qualifying for the Champions League until we win it. Hidaka, a first goal of the season for him. Bit of a slow start after he was so good in front of goal last year. Did get a new contract in the summer. Also became club captain in the summer. And nice to see him finally getting on the score sheet, picking up where he left off last year, hopefully. I mean, he took 2 goes at it. I don't know how he's managed to squeeze it through those 3 players there without hitting any of them, but he did. And it's 1-1, and we're back in it. Let's not let Shuto Machino's boys back in it. We want to be the ones who are back in it. But they are on the attack again. Remember, this is a good team we're playing against. The media think they're better than us, even though we won the league last year. Look how deep Machino comes. That's what we could get out of Okada if we played a front 2. We could actually have him drop him back, linking up play like that, and have Meta as the guy who benefits from it all. Matsuyama bursting forward from right back, but then a terrible ball. I don't even know who he was aiming for there. That was awful. But Aprile showing that he's 6'4" and you can't teach that. And Yepes is in and can't force it past the goalkeeper. It's another corner and another opportunity for my enormous Brazilian to do what enormous Brazilians do. Yoshinaga going to hit the in-swinger. Looking at the far post, it's actually Takasu he was aiming for, Aprile's centre-back partner, but he's not able to find either of them. And the corner was a bit of a waste, really. Just hit the near post every time. Let's have no more mess around. I mean, I say that. I'm literally telling them not to do that because it's cheating, basically. We do have the option, if we ever got really desperate, to just use the overpowered, always aim at the near post thing. But we don't. We use it sparingly. Otherwise, Aprile would already be in double figures for the season. But, yeah, it is frustrating when you get an opportunity like that and you're like, well, I know we could have scored from there. We could be winning now. It's most complete version of Football Manager ever. Hopefully on FM 28 or whatever the next one ends up being, there's not a way to glitch corners because then I don't have to force myself not to do it, because it does feel so counterintuitive when I could just guarantee 40 goals from that centre-back, but have to choose not to. Makes me very sad. Right, Meta, back to goal, turns, lays it off to Aprile, who is looking options ahead of him, finds Skunas, who's come very narrow. Skunas is a right winger playing on the left, and he is playing with a winger instruction. We're not telling him to invert, but he does naturally cut inside, as you've seen there. Takasu plays it out to Matsuyama, who looks like he's got a hairband on, which is jolly nice. Sometimes I wish I had a hairband, but I don't think I would suit one. Solano to Hidaka. Hidaka, great work from him. It takes a big deflection, and the goalkeeper gets down to protect his goal from Hidaka, grabbing a second one for the day. Meta is the one who gets on the end of that from their corner to head clear. We don't even aim our corners at him, but we've got him defending theirs, and that is a frustratingly good goal. Uemura, I don't think, is the answer in goal, but we haven't found the answer yet. He's a young, homegrown goalkeeper. I think he's still not even turned 21. This is his third season of playing regularly for us. I mean, who was that? Who's the number 6? Yepes. I mean, you can't really blame him for not getting out. He's our most attacking winger, but he did miss his challenge. He's the one who came out to meet the player, doesn't get there, and then he sticks it in the top corner, which is ever so frustrating. Right, we're going to go attacking. We obviously do have the option to bring on Okada and go 2 up top, without necessarily sacrificing a huge amount. That is an enormous throw. Goodness me. I want him. I want that in my locker. Weirdly, if we do bring Okada on, the one to come off would be Hidaka, because Solano and Yoshinaga can both play defensive midfield, whereas Hidaka can't. But Hidaka's been the best player on the pitch for us and our only attacking threat so far. So I'm kind of delaying having to do that. Yepes has done well to go past his fullback here, plays it back to Solano, who takes a very heavy touch, but finds Skunas, who's got Farias on the overlap. Just drill it across goal. Meta's waiting for you. Finds Skunas. It's hit the post. Oh, come on, boys. Let's demand more. We're creating so many chances. I mean, look at those match stats. I am frustrated that we're losing. Vissel Kobe not even playing and having a lovely time. They're going to win the league this year, aren't they? Because they just seem relentless, and we've got to play them in a minute, which going into them off the back of losing against someone not as good as them will not be a lot of fun. Aprile to Solano, and now Farias at left back. I mean, they got 2 on him immediately there. He is one of the best players in the division, and that's awful from Aprile. This is the problem with the giant centre-backs. They're not very good on the ball, but Yoshinaga does brilliantly there. Really good work from him as the defensive midfielder. And then Solano kind of poking it through and giving the ball away. You expect more from the best player in the J-League. And Shuto Machino scored again. And all eyes on Solano there, unfortunately, because he certainly should be doing better than he did. And it's been disallowed, but we are taking that as a warning shot. And we're going to go 2 up top. Yoshinaga's shattered, Solano's shattered, so there goes my plan of keeping those 2 on. We're going to bring Okada on, and he's going to go up to partner Meta. We're also going to take off Solano and bring on Yoshino, and we're going to do that. So we've weakened the midfield considerably, but we now kind of are facing up to them 4-4-2 versus 4-4-2. We've got a front 2 that can cause mischief. Right, we've got tired defenders now. This is not going to plan today. Let's go very attacking. Can we do an equaliser, please, boys? We've taken off so many of our goal threats, but we do have Meta and Okada on the pitch at the same time. Is it Shuto Machino doing the long throws? Was it him before? Oh, for goodness. Did that? I thought that had gone in. I was going to curse an incredible goal, but he actually missed. Right, we've got Uehara on the bench or other Okada. I think in this situation, we throw on Uehara because we can't break up this front 2. They don't get to play together very often. We could have gone double Okada up front. Meta just doesn't seem with it this season. I think Meta might be done. And this will be a full 90 from him where he's just not really done anything. And it's his, like I say, it's his second or third start. I think it's his second. But he's not looked close to scoring a goal in any of the matches that he's played. Hidaka gets a tackle in, but I mean, it was always coming. I think he might even be offside. We might have got away with another one there, but we are still losing, so it doesn't really matter. We're demanding more. We're supposed to be the champions. What's going on? Yeah, okay. Today is going to be one of those episodes, isn't it? Unless we can turn ourselves around before we play Kobe, but They could be like 8 points clear of us before we play them. The match against us isn't even going to matter to them. Shuto Machino has ripped us apart. I should have signed him when I had the chance. We could have got him for £500,000. It's fine. We get to play some more games to get ourselves back into form, hopefully, before Vissel Kobe. And then we can take another dose of medicine that I'm not going to enjoy. Well, somebody did beat Vissel Kobe before we have to play them. They lost their last game against, who did they play? Kashiwa Reysol. Unfortunately, we also lost another game as well. We lost our following match against Kyoto Sanga. So yeah, we lost. No, hold on. Let me look at the actual schedule. We definitely lost. There you go. That's who you saw us lose against. We lost again in the next game, but have won our last two. So we go into this game in Kobe, 8 points behind them. We got to win and we'll still be 5 points behind. Anything other than a win and we're basically handing them the title already. This is our team for this game. It's Uemura in goal, a back four of Farias, Aprile, Takasu and Matsuyama, Yoshinaga, Solano and Hidaka in midfield. Yano is now back fit and in on the left-hand side. Yepes on the right and Okada is going to start up front because Meta just... I think he's done. I think he's had his head turned. I think he fancies a move to Saudi Arabia. So we might be letting Meta go in the next transfer window, because remember, we've got one more transfer window before our Champions League campaign begins because of the opposite way our season works compared to the Champions League season. We'll be two-thirds of the way through our league season by the time we get into the Champions League, and we will have done another transfer window. So there is the opportunity for a little bit more business both in and out before the Champions League begins. But Farias has just opened the scoring after less than 3 minutes from left back. What a goal. He's one of the best players in the league. He's in the Media Dream 11. And I mean, this is naughty. Shouldn't be doing that at left back, you little rascal. Against the best goalkeeper in the league, supposedly, as well. He's in the Dream 11 as well, Mendes. So it is 1-0 to Osaka. I mean, as you can see from that league table, Kobe have had such a good start to the season that they are still well ahead of us. But if it ends like this will be 2 defeats in a row for them. So hopefully the beginnings of the wheels falling off and them opening the door for us to march back through again. Because obviously, as much as the focus is now 100% on the Champions League, we still want to win the J-League as well. We want to win everything. We want to win everything all the time, don't we? Yepes has done brilliantly here. What a goal. Still less than 10 minutes on the clock. Yepes rips them apart, slides it across to Hidaka, and Hidaka scores to make it 2-0. And this has been the dream start for us in... I mean, you would imagine, toughest league game of the season, away from home against our main title rivals, and we're 2-0 up after 9 minutes. That'll do very nicely, boys and girls. Blow the final whistle now. They've not even had a shot yet. They've not even arrived. We're all over them. This is, I mean, why did we have to lose those couple of matches? We're so silly. We're silly gooses. Right, Aprile, get rid of the ball. I don't really like him having the ball with anything other than his head in the opposition penalty area. Hidaka picks it up in midfield, releases Matsuyama, the right back, who then tries to dink it over the top for Yepes, but this time the left back is aware that he's there. But Yoshinaga is developing into such a good holding midfield player. He really is covering so much ground now. And Okada, I think, has been fouled. And we've got a penalty. We still haven't hit 15 minutes of this match yet. And we have a penalty, hopefully, and the opportunity to go 3-0 up away from home against the team who started the day 8 points clear at the top of the league. This was probably not on the cards for today, but it is Captain Hidaka, and it's saved. That's why that guy's in the Dream 11 and Hidaka isn't. So hopefully that doesn't cause issues. Just land this on Aprile's head. We'll have the third that way. No, they've dealt with that relatively comfortably as well. Yano tries to give it back to Yepes, but he takes a very heavy touch, and it goes behind for the goal kick. Kobe, although they've now saved a penalty, still haven't actually woken up and started playing football. They've still not had a shot. So, I mean, if we could go and do a third goal just to rubber stamp this. Oh, here you go. Now they're going to have a shot. Now they're going to score with their first shot, aren't they? I've played in a football manager over the years to not feel comfortable at all in this situation that we're in, even though everything has started very well. we've all been here and we all know how this could turn out. And it is Kobe again on the attack. They do seem to be, oh, that's lovely work from Yepes. If he can get the, I mean, what's he doing? I mean, he's quick, so he does get the ball when he shouldn't sometimes. The only problem is whenever he gets the ball in our half, he just doesn't seem to know what to do with it. Goodness me, right, Solano to Aprile. I think we're riding our luck a little bit at 2-0 here now, despite missing a penalty. And they are looking for a goal before half-time. Matsuyama does really well to get back in cover, though. We've had some good defensive performances already today. Aprile to Solano, but I mean, he's underhit the pass and left Solano under an enormous amount of pressure. This is what I'm saying before about Aprile. I don't want him having the ball ever. And now it's led to us giving away a penalty. And now we need Uemura to prove that he is just as good a goalkeeper as Mendes and save a penalty of his own. This lets Kobe right back into it just on the stroke of halftime. It's a yellow card for Takasu, and Uemura, just save it. Just save it. He doesn't save it. It's 2-1. And the way we started this match, we could have been 3-0 up after 15 minutes. As it is, we go in at halftime just 1 goal ahead and all the momentum with Vissel Kobe, who, of course, are in incredible form this season. We've improved a lot since last season, but so have they. The quality here in the J-League is, I'm dragging it up a level. You're welcome, Japanese football. We're making you competitive on a world stage. I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh, what a pile of nonsense. But we are still winning with 20 minutes to go. Okada's going to come off for Meta. Yano can come off for Skunas. I mean, that's some nice substitutions to be able to make. And Takasu on a yellow card. We probably need to take him off just to protect him, because Kobe are going to attack for these last 15, 20 minutes of this match, and we don't want a centre-back on a yellow card having to deal with that. Solano. I mean, there's so many of these under-hit passes that involve Solano, both receiving them and delivering them. He's supposed to be the best player in the league. Sometimes I don't see it. He is still young. He's got time to develop. But sometimes he has little moments like that make me question everything. Right, we are making our last couple of changes. I'm not making that change. I'm going to take off Matsuyama for Ishii. Ishii goes at centre back. Fujiyoshi, I think, is the little one, is going to go out to right back. We signed Fujiyoshi to play right back initially anyway, and now we just need to hold on. We had such a bright start, and we've done very little since then. So if we can just cling on in, oh, they're going to score, aren't they? Surprisingly, they didn't send the keeper forward, which seems like a bit of a silly decision, really. I would have gone forward myself, never mind the goalkeeper. But we have pulled off the unlikely victory, and all it's really done is kept us in the title race as we approach the halfway point of the season. We just need to keep winning. But remember, the league is secondary anyway. The Champions League starts in August, I think. So we've still got a little while to go. We've got another transfer window before we get around to that. And that'll probably be where we pick things up again on Monday. But if you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.